Well, should AP be upset? Yes, he should. But in a sense, no, he shouldn't, because you go to New Orleans, this is a passing football team. You know that. When you go home to play the Minnesota Vikings, you hope to play more than 10 snaps. Get the ball more than 9 times. What, you got nine carries? That's not fun, believe me. I mean, I've been there before. When I played with the Raiders, they told me they were going to get rid of Marcus Allen when they brought me in. I'd play up to halftime. When we played the San Diego Chargers at half, I had 100 yards, didn't play anymore.
Really?
Yes, Kansas City Chiefs. Had a 40-yard touchdown, didn't play anymore. It's frustrating, and I know AP's frustrated, but I always thought the best fit with him would be Green Bay. I mean, Aaron Rodgers, you know, he has Ty Montgomery as a running back. I think AP would have been a lot better. So does he have a right to be upset? Yes and no, because I think you have to be upset with yourself for going to New Orleans, knowing that this is a football team that really throws the football most of the time. So, and they have a young back. They have a new young back there, Alvin Kamara. So, you know, and Mark Ingram, he's been playing well. I mean, I've never been big on Bama running backs, but he's had a good career. So why would you go there? So, like I say, it's kind of a two-way street.
I said the same thing. It's a situation where this is running back by committee. That's what it means. 1 week, he might get 30 carries, but the next week, he might get 5 to 10. And Adrian Peterson, to maximize what he does really well, you have to give him the ball multiple times throughout the course of the game. Most offensive players are rhythm players. You got to get a rhythm. You got to get a feel of how the defense is chasing, what the front side looks like, what the back side, what can I do? Because you're constantly trying, it's a chess game. You're trying to stay front side. Okay, I see that back side back there. I'm going to come just when you least expect. Keep playing like that. I'm going to get back there a little bit. But the thing for me, I believe he could have stayed in Minnesota and been AP. Nobody was ever going to love him like the Minnesota Vikings. He's Adrian Peterson everywhere he goes from here on out. And he overplayed his hand by thinking he was going to get $10 to $12 million. They're not paying a 32-year-old running back $10 to $12 million. They don't really want to pay
a 22-year-old running back.
Thank you. Now, over the last couple of years, we've had an influx of running backs going in the first round. But you remember, Skip, there was a time, a period, running backs weren't going in the first round anymore.
Nope.
But that's the new way of thinking. It's more of a passing league now. You feel you can get the guy, everybody's doing running back by committee. So why would I pay a guy $12 million when I can have 3 guys and pay them $9 million between the 3 of them, a la what New England's done? But he went to a team that had a running back that went into the Pro Bowl last year. They drafted a running back in the 3rd round, and he signed a week before the draft. Shows me he was desperate, because free agency started the second week of March. So from the second week of March until a week before the draft, which started, I think, in May, what was going on? He was overplaying his hand. He could have had the same deal in Seattle that Eddie Lacy got, minus the fat clause in there. Adrian Peterson, they weren't gonna give him no clauses to work out, because that's what he does anyway. Skip, I'm not surprised. They're not gonna revamp their entire offense and take the ball out of Drew Brees' hand, because they built this offense around Drew Brees and what he does really well. And what he does really well is throw the football. So Adrian Peterson, take 3 deep breaths.
Suck it up.
Like my grandma said, hey, boy, you better swallow it, because if it come out your mouth.
Well, guess what? It came out of his mouth right at the coach late in the first half. We got to see it on national TV. And that's one coach you don't cross. That he's got as big an ego as any coach in the league has.
That's that Parcells treat.
I know, I got it. And he's got total control of that franchise. And I believe Adrian burned his bridge with that little salvo that he spat out at the coach. And I believe Adrian Peterson got sold a bill of goods by Sean Payton, because I believe he thought he was going to get featured, at least in game 1, just to see what he had left. And I bought into it hook, line, and sinker, because I thought Adrian's resurgence, especially in game 1 back in his old stomping grounds, would fuel this team to a good start that would lead to a good year. And I thought I was off to the races on the first carry of the game, because what happened? 9 yards happened. And about the last 5, it looked like he carried the whole pile for 5 yards. And then second down, they needed just a yard, and he banged it up in there and got the first down. And then what happened? Nothing happened. They took him out. They took him out of the game. Nobody in the world, seriously, nobody in the world can appreciate what needs to happen to an Adrian Peterson the way this man can appreciate it. Because as you point out also, you just have to get into the flow. I can't even explain what it is. It's momentum. You break your sweat. You start to hit your stride. You start to feel of it. You start to quit thinking. You don't even think anymore. You just hear the play. It goes in your subconscious, and you just react. And you see hole, hit hole, and it starts to cook, man. And you know how it felt when you were cooking against my Cowboys in that playoff game. Hit me with the numbers again. How many?
27 for 248, 3 touchdowns.
48.
I gotta say, Skip, you're talking like he's all the stuff he's saying is how a running back feels.
Yeah.
You got to get lathered up. You got to get
Lathered
the ball.
up.
You all of a sudden, you're
Yeah.
right. You don't think about it. When you get the ball, you just hit it. And you come back like, give it to me again.
Give me two again.
Give it to me
27
again. Yeah,
carries.
give it to me again.
Because you needed 30 carries. Because you're just going to get stronger and faster and stronger and faster. And you're going to start to dominate psychologically, where they don't want to tackle you anymore.
They'll
right?
be like, hey, you get a couple good runs, you get like 30 yards or 3 carries. They can come on over here, ED, sit with me. we gonna let him get. It happened to me in my first year in Baltimore, Skip. I signed early in free agency, and then like a week before training camp, they signed Ben Coates, and so we were like, I play like a series, Ben play a series.
It's no good.
I like, and I came to the sideline. I'm like, man, I can't do this. He's like, Brian asked me, am I gonna pull a TO? I said, Coach, I said, I can't get in a rhythm like this. I said, I can't play a series, come out, sit over here for a series. How about this? Either let him play or let me play.
Yep.
Now I'm not gonna complain because y'all gave me some good money.
You never see him rotating quarterbacks or left tackles. I'm gonna take the left tackle.
A couple times coaches have tried to rotate quarterbacks disastrously.
But they're not gonna they're not gonna take the top quarterback
No.
out.
Yeah.
No, never. They're not gonna take the top tackle out and say, okay, he can't pass block, he can run block. It's a run situation, you're gonna leave him in. And the running back, I know this feeling. I know he's frustrated. I think the best thing, and let him go. Let him go
I
somewhere.
agree with you.
Let him go somewhere.
Yeah, because look, is Mark Ingram, Adrian Peterson, if they're both at full strength, and I think Adrian's got a lot left in his tank at 32. Yeah. But no, he's not. But did he make the Pro Bowl? Yeah, he did.
But normally, Skip, when you have 2 running backs, one is a power guy, the other is a scat back. Mark Ingram is more in line to what Adrian Peterson does.
I agree.
Than what he doesn't. Now, Kamara is totally opposite. Kamara is a scat back, the guy that can catch the ball out of the backfield.
He's got some size.
Yeah, he got some size. But Mark Ingram is more of a power back, kind of like AP. And now I would have a problem if I'm AP if you told me this coming in, what I was going to be. But if they told him, look, we're going to be running back by committee. Now, obviously, you're not going to tell him what we're going to do in the draft.
I don't tell him that. You don't tell him
but
that.
You went to a team with a pro. If I'm a tight end and I go to a team with a Pro Bowl tight end, what am I expected to do? Honestly, ED.
Not play much, or you gonna split time.